Hello, fabulous first graders. We've been talking a lot about adjectives lately. Those are our describing words that tell us about our nouns. Remember, noun, person, place, and thing. So our adjectives give us a little more information about those nouns. They give us some they describe them for us. So we've talked about adjectives that talk about kind, what kind something is, adjectives that describe the color, the size, the number, right? All of those are adjectives. This week we're going to be talking about adjectives that compare. Compare is to look at something and say, how are they alike? How are they different, right? We're going to compare two different things. And adjectives that compare have different endings. You can end in ER and EST. And there's a trick to remember how. All right, so let's do an example. So we'll use Henry from our story. And we'll say Henry is... we can fill in an adjective. Henry is tall. It's a different color so you can see better. Okay, that's just a regular adjective. It's telling me about Henry. Henry's our noun, and what about Henry? He's tall. And now we can say Henry is blank than me. So now, I want to use tall, but I kind of want to say Henry is tall than me. That just is weird. So we're talking about Henry, and we're comparing him with who? Me. That's two people. When you're comparing just two people or things or places, just two, we're going to use an ER. So here, Henry is taller than me. So this is two, right? We need to remember that. If it's only two things or two people, we use ER. Okay. Another example we can do is we can say Henry is the blank in the class. Well, we don't want to say Henry is the tall in the class. Weird. Henry is the taller in the class? Nope. Who are we comparing here? Now we're comparing Henry and the class. The class is more than one person, right? So now we're talking Henry and a bunch of other kids. So it's more than two. So when you are comparing more than three or more, we'll say three or more things or people, you're going to use the EST at the end. So we would say Henry is the tallest. Okay. So the way to remember which one to use in adjectives that compare is if you have two things or people that you are comparing, you're going to use your ER at the end of your adjective. If you're comparing three or more people or things, that's when we're going to bring out our EST. Okay? So we have tall, taller, tallest.